Hey guys, good afternoon. It's 3:23, no, 3:32. Sorry, I inverted the numbers. Wednesday the 19th of August in the year of our Lord, 2020, right? In the weirdest, pandemic weirdness, California is withholding our rights to pandemic insurance and is the only state in the nation to have made it not come directly from the federal government, and then they're just too overwhelmed to give anybody money. Very, very, very messed up. But while I was looking for things today, I found this really cool little complaint for copyright infringement and unfair competition. As a person, you have the right to privacy and publicity rights, but this is pretty interesting. It's just a short little one. I write things way too long, what they did to me is so disgusting. What my parents did to me and what the schools did to me. So, copyright infringement, I think you have 3 years from the last time they did something bad to you. And I started thinking about, when I was growing up, and I did a short at USC, and I was in a television class at UCLA. And maybe during those classes, there are some kind of rights that I didn't know about. There's something with the directors. Who knows? But anyway, this is a pretty interesting little one. Okay, it's short. So she's been painting for more than a decade, and her work has been featured in art galleries in Singapore, blah, blah, blah. Ms. Pope depends on her art to earn a living, and the copyright protection her work enjoys deters would-be thieves from copying and profiting on her work without her permission. So you create a copyright of your work when you register it, right? But what they're doing is they're registering works where they are asking to work with you, and then in the work there'll be something about eggs or something. They're doing weird, shady stuff. So under the copyright law, you would have some kind of claim, right? You don't have a claim, unfortunately, to your face. But if you were a photographer and you had claims on the images, all right, just by creating them, you have your own copyright. So if you just go through this a little bit, it's pretty interesting. Talking about Kylie Jenner, and this woman had her own, copyright on this image, right? And she had neon tube lights created to exact specification and installed, more paint layered and allowed to drip. After a few more tweaks, Temptation Neon came to be. The finished artwork conveys glamour, intimacy, and sexual power, themes familiar to defendant Kylie Jenner, who's building her brand around those themes, right? And these are themes, that people have too. If you look at your image before they did this to you, if anybody got also maimed and injured, your image has glamour, intimacy, and sexual power, right? Your image, your own image that you created, okay? So you can't own your face, but what you can own is the images you created. So if you were known on the internet as a social media star because of glamour, intimacy, and sexual power, or, intelligence, whatever it is, and then they steal that to you through modification, you have a copyright infringement claim. All right. So it's just pretty interesting, I think. About these things, how they do it. And this is just a short little complaint. You know, you could talk about how you first receive, you know, it's a good complaint, you know, when there's, you can file it, you know, if you're humanly trafficked, they're supposed to, by law, give you money for what they stole from you. But also if they steal your publicity rights, you only have a 3-year little window to do this little claim. So I'm just trying to tell you guys, it's very kind of short. But if you also have human trafficking involved in those same claims, it extends any other claim by 10 years, right, from the last event. So I think it's pretty interesting. Defendant Kylie Jenner is an Instagram star, and despite her prominent status, Kylie's record of copyright infringement lawsuits is alarming, right? She was accused of doing all kinds of things. So they were accused of infringing copyright in photographs of prominent rock and rap icons, including Notorious B.I.G., Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls, Black Sabbath, Pink Floyd, and The Doors, Kiss, and Led Zeppelin, for shirts that overlaid the sisters' faces on the iconic images. And so what you would want to do is you'd want to create a something with your image in it, which we did create. We did create an image with my image in it that was it was a cover, and there might be something about cover rights, but it's still my image that I created in the cover right. Do you understand? So that's the way they're kind of getting around the law. So if they take a photograph of you, they own the image, right? But if you take a photograph before that of yourself, the selfies, you own those images, right? And they are copyrightable, and my things were copywritten. So I just wanted to show you. So Temptation Neon and the unauthorized version are strikingly similar, right? If you look at my face before and after, my face looks nothing like the unauthorized version. Nothing. It looks nothing like it. And I think this might be a way around certain claims, you know. So Ms. Pope's Temptation Neon features bright glossy lips and a lip bite. It's just pretty interesting. Just want to show you. Artist based in the UK. She's only going after one person, but maybe 2 or 3 people. Right? So this is pretty interesting, I think. I like it. Jurisdiction, civil action seeking damages and injunctive relief for copyright infringement under the Copyright Act. 101, right there, you see it. 17, isn't it 17Q? And then 101 is what they use on all of the documents I found. It's pretty interesting. I really like this. First claim for relief, copyright infringement. Sole owner of the copyright in the original work that is fixed in tangible media or expression. Okay. So I took a photograph of myself that is fixed in tangible media and expression in an album I created. So that's just one way you can go around these laws, right? So this is great. It's claiming that they're doing this because you guys, you just don't know what the laws are, you know? So you have 3 years from the last act, but if you were also humanly trafficked for any body parts, they're claiming that has to do with an image. So your image that is, you know, powerful, intimate, and display of sexuality is going to be altered if they steal your ovaries. You know? So I really like the lawsuit. I think it's cool. Yesterday I went somewhere. I just want to print it out. And I wanted to show you guys this. Somebody that was involved in my case, we went there. Let's see if I can find it. So I'm gonna send this to my computer really quick. Hang on. It's not letting me send it. So I found something yesterday that was attached to some people in my case. And if you go to the place which we went to, it's owned by Virgin Records. And I just found that to be really interesting. These people are from the UK. And it's just pretty interesting. Usually nobody figures it out, you know, in time. But I wish I could show you this gate. You know, they use these old gates, the 9th gate, right? And I really want to show it to you, but I can't send it for some reason. So anyway, this is a pretty interesting lawsuit. I just wanted to show it to you.